Have you ever heard a prophecy of the heart so profound that it awakens memories that have slept for 7 long years and makes a guardian angel whisper after an eternity of silence? What I saw in the spread for Cancer made my heart stand still. And if you are a Cancer, your life now stands at the threshold of a destined change. In just a few days, everything could shift: love, family, and the very peace of your soul. But what stunned me the most was the very first card that appeared, a card that in all my decades of reading I have never seen carry such a sacred weight. And that is where we begin. A sign that a tumultuous 7-year chapter has closed and a new journey for the Cancer soul is ready to unfold. Close your eyes and imagine before you lies a long road you have traveled. On it are etched the marks of your inner battles, the times you felt pulled in 2 different directions, between the past and the future, between your head and your heart. And at this moment, dear Cancer, you stand at the end of that path where one gate closes so that a grand avenue may open. A clear declaration has been made. A cycle of inner conflict has ended, and an era of self-mastery and victory has begun. I have witnessed souls in the twilight of their lives, their eyes shimmering with unspoken questions. Did I truly live for myself? Did these years just pass by while I tried to please everyone else? That question echoed like a distant call. But Cancer, you do not need anyone to prove it to you. Your heart has known the truth for so long. You have walked through enough restless nights, enough silent sacrifices, and your soul knows deeply none of it was meaningless. Truth, even when clouded by the mist of doubt, remains an eternal light, and in the gaze of God, not a single pain, not a single tear has been overlooked. He saw every moment you shielded others, while you yourself were breaking every step you took, carrying the weight of responsibility. Though your own soul was weary, He saw, He understood, and He is whispering, "Now it is time, my child. It is time to take the reins and move forward." Think of what you have endured, the hurts, the moments you thought would break you. Perhaps you believed it was punishment, but if you look deeper, you will see it was a refining, like a pearl nurtured through years in the darkness. The very places where you thought you were weakest, most sensitive, have now become the source from which your light of compassion and strength pours through. Let your mind drift back 7 years, who you were, what you believed, and who you walked beside. Then compare that with who you are now, a soul deeper, more resilient, and more full of grace. Do you see it? Every closed door was a lesson, and every lesson was a sacred gift. This journey of refinement has been completed. Now it is time to turn the page. Carry forward what is most precious and leave behind the burdens that no longer belong to you. I know there are nights you ask yourself if your sacrifices mattered, and the answer is yes. You were chosen to stand at this crossroads to be the proof that gentleness always triumphs over harshness, that love always triumphs over division. Take a deep breath and feel it. An ending is falling from your shoulders like the last dust of the past, and at the same time, a beginning rises radiant as dawn. This is not just an ordinary moment. This is a ritual of the soul, and to mark it, I want you to leave your imprint now. Write in the comments, "I accept the old journey's end, and I open to my new glorious chapter." Do not see it as mere words. See it as a vow between you and the universe, a vow that God Himself will witness that you are ready to cross this threshold with courage and faith. Beloved Cancer, trust that you are not alone. The trials of your past were never meant to destroy you, but to prepare you for this very moment. And as you walk through, you will see that what once frightened you has shaped you into someone unshakable. But remember, this is only the first door opening on the path of revelation. What lies beyond is deeper, more wondrous, and waiting to move you to tears of joy. For the next card speaks not only of victory but unveils the gift of a blissful family, a legacy of love you have always craved. Imagine, as the first door closes, a corridor of light unfolds, and within it, the second card appears. This is not merely an image of silver and gold of material treasure, but the symbol of wealth far beyond coin, the legacy, the family, the peace your heart has always longed for. Dear Cancer, perhaps in the passing years you have walked through moments when family bonds seemed shattered, when distances felt impossible to mend. I have met many souls like that, sitting before me, in their 60-second tears still falling as they speak of a child who left or a sibling who no longer speaks. And then, just one phone call, one embrace, one simple apology was enough to melt even the thickest ice. This card appears to remind you that such moments are drawing near. In the eyes of God, true abundance has never been a number in a bank account. He does not only wish for your material sufficiency, He wishes for your heart to be at peace, your home to be warm. That is why He sends this signal. The time for your family to receive healing has come. An elder, perhaps a mother, a father, or a relative who has always been like an old tree in the family will play the role of a bridge. They may bring you a message, a gift, but above all, they bring you the chance to realize this truth. Family love runs deeper than any misunderstanding. I remember a woman once telling me she believed her house was filled only with silence. But then when her father passed away, the legacy he left was not only a home, but a handwritten letter saying, "Love each other, for I cannot live forever to do it for you." That letter changed everything. The siblings who had turned their backs now sat together, weeping and embracing. That is the energy of this card, a treasure unseen that money could never buy. Cancer, you have been chosen to step into that season of harvest. And if you are doubting, remember this: every trial in your family did not come to break, but to purify, to prepare for a season of reunion. Every reproach, every wound, every distance, these were but rough stones being polished so that when set beside each other, they would form the complete picture called family. In this very moment, I invite you to perform a sacred ritual of the soul. Write in the comments the name of the family member who first arises in your mind. Do not question why that name appears. It is the very signal the universe is sending. When you write it down, you are sending an affirmation to heaven. I am ready to heal. Beloved Cancer, trust that family is never truly lost. It may wander, it may fracture, but in your blood, the thread remains waiting only for the chance to be mended. And that chance is now. Imagine yourself stepping into a room, seeing the one you have not spoken to for so long. At first, there may be uneasy eyes, heavy silence, but then one simple phrase, "I miss you," could dissolve decades of distance. That is the miracle before you. But remember, this is only the second step in the journey. For after reconciliation with family, after your heart has found its stillness, something else deeper and more wondrous will knock upon your door. A doorway of new love, a stream of pure feeling you thought forever closed. And the next card will reveal that gift to you. Dearest Cancer, once your family is healed, once the cracks in your legacy have quietly closed, the universe will not stop there. Your journey is being led to a gift more sacred than material wealth, the gift of pure love, of new beginnings in the realm of the heart. Have you ever believed your heart to be locked away, that after losses, after giving your trust only to receive pain, you no longer had the strength to love again? I have met many who have spoken those words sighing, "I think my heart has turned to stone." And yet God smiles, and He shows that He never lets the human heart wither. This next card appears as proof that He is still filling your vessel with the purest water love. This love does not come to make you tremble with insecurity, nor to make you doubt yourself. It comes so you can breathe freely, so you can find peace in someone's arms. Perhaps it is someone new already being guided toward you, a soul that touched yours long before meeting face to face. Or it may be your current partner, but with a love reborn, renewed as if a fresh spring flows again after a season of drought. This is not only romantic love, it is also the healing of your relationship with yourself. It whispers, love yourself, see yourself with the tenderness you have long reserved only for others. If you are lonely, trust that the soul of someone has been placed in orbit with yours. They are moving closer, slowly but surely, and the sign will be clear. You will not feel restless like with past loves, but you will feel peace, a sense as if at last you have come home. And if you are already in a relationship, this card is the promise of renewal. Perhaps the two of you have grown distant, grown cold, but a new current will pour in, reviving the feelings thought extinct. Cancer love is both a gift and a trial. For to receive love, you must open your heart. You must accept the risk. You must trust that you are worthy. Let your heart whisper a vow to the universe. Write it down now. I accept sacred love into my life. As you write, you are opening heaven's gate within yourself, and your words rise like incense smoke heard by God. I know after all these long years, you have often asked yourself, does anyone truly see me? Today, the universe answers yes. There are eyes that will look upon you without wanting to change you. There are arms that will hold you without demanding that you be different. And there is a soul destined to walk beside you on the path ahead. And as you feel the waters of this new love overflowing within you, remember, this is only the beginning of joy. For love is not meant for you alone. It will spread, guiding you toward unexpected changes. The next card unveils that secret, a promise of news as swift as the wind of change, that destiny is shifting right beneath your feet. Prepare yourself, for it has arrived. Precious Cancer. And then within the shimmering light, the fourth card reveals itself. My heart faltered for a beat. My hand trembled as it touched the card, for I knew when this card appears, your destiny is about to accelerate. No longer will things unfold slowly as before. News will come. Events will surge forward. Doors, once sealed, will burst open one after another. I once knew a 60-year-old man who had lived a life of silence and waiting. He told me that a single phone call, just one short message, shifted the course of his entire existence. Before that, he thought God had forgotten him. But then, when the phone rang, when that voice spoke, he knew everything had changed. And Cancer, I share this so you may be ready for such a moment, is moving swiftly toward you. This card is the bearer of news. It may come as an email you never expected, an offer arriving just when hope seemed gone, or a fleeting conversation that opens a new path. The universe will not let you miss it. God will arrange for the signal to arrive when you need it most. You may be surprised, even unsettled, but remember, He does not send it to frighten you, but to free you. You have carried too many burdens in your heart, haven't you? But this card reveals that within 72 hours, you will feel something different. As if upon waking tomorrow, your chest feels lighter, your breath deeper. The heaviness dissolves like morning mist under the rising sun. That is the moment you know angels have been at work for you in your sleep. Each time you press like on this video, see it as a shield of light that Archangel Michael places upon your shoulders. It is not just a small action on a screen. It is a sacred ritual, an affirmation whispered to heaven. I am ready to receive the good news. Place your hand upon your heart and ask yourself, am I truly ready? Because that wind is coming strong, sudden, unstoppable. And when you dare to ride this new current, you will see another horizon opening before you. Write it down now. as a seal of your soul, I am ready to open the new door of destiny. Write it so the universe knows you are no longer delaying, that you are ready for every blessing, every miracle to touch your life. And listen closely, because the final card is not only about speed, it is the flame of hope, the rarest of miracles, the light that even the night cannot devour. I saw it shine not by the glow of candles, but as though it carried its own divine torch. Beloved Cancer, let your heart prepare, for ahead of you stands the card of undeniable miracles. After the wind of that change carries you away, bringing news and unexpected shifts, I trembled when the final card appeared. It radiated with the light of the sun, and I swear to you, in that moment, I felt the whole room ignite with light. The card did not merely appear. It radiated a light of its own, as if it held within it the very breath of heaven. This is the card of pure joy, of brilliant success, of clarity and miracles that cannot be denied. And do you know, Cancer, when this light appears, it means your most silent prayers are being heard by God. Perhaps for years you have whispered in lonely nights, "Please give me a sign, show me I am not alone." And now the universe answers. Be ready, for within the next 48 to 72 hours, a clear sign will appear. That is the radiant miracle after the storm. Cancer, you are being guided to become a living witness that light always finds a way through the dark. This card tells you the darkest days are behind you. Now is the time you receive grace. This is not merely comfort, but confirmation. God is opening a heavenly gate carved only for you. Every waiting, every endurance of the past 7 years has all been preparation for this very moment. Believe that a golden current of abundance is flowing toward you. And now I invite you into a small ritual. Place your hand upon your heart, close your eyes, and whisper, "I shine with sacred light." Write these words in the comments. Each word you release will become a small star lighting up your sky, awakening blessings waiting for you. Cancer, I know there are days you feel like a dim lamp in a dark room trying unseen. But trust me, God has never let you be extinguished. He has waited for this moment, for your light to be seen. And now, you do not need to shout to be noticed. By standing still in silence, your light is enough to make the world stop. And behold, remember this card never lies. It appears to say that your dreams are not distant. They are forming, drawing near, touching you piece by piece. Leave in the comments a final message to yourself as a sacred ritual. I shine with the light of God. I am ready for my miracle. When you write it, you are not only affirming to the universe, but opening your arms to receive the wonder. Beloved Cancer, hold on to this faith, for the numbers 1, 7, and 10 will appear around you in the coming days, signs of heaven knocking at your door. And do not forget, this is only the beginning. Dearest Cancer, take a deep breath and feel it. All these cards do not come to frighten you, but to confirm that you have walked a long road, and now it is time you receive your rightful reward. A cycle has ended, and before you is a journey more radiant, more complete, filled with love and miracles. You no longer need to struggle alone. Family love, joy, and abundance are all finding their way back to you. You have endured enough, cried enough, sacrificed enough. Now, the universe spreads its arms wide, and God places His light within your heart, so you may shine not only for yourself but for those around you. Believe that you are worthy of the most beautiful things. Let this brilliant light guide your steps with happiness and peace. Thank you for opening your heart to listen, to trust, to hope. And I bless you, gentle Cancer, to always be surrounded by true love, pure joy, and unexpected miracles. Remember, you are never alone. You are cherished, upheld, and chosen to shine.